Well, there goes my Joner. Welcome back, Twisters, and hey there, hockey fans. Nick here, and the San Jose Sharks have bought out Martin Jones' contract, so Jones is no longer a member of the San Jose Sharks. Of course, this is a move that we've seen coming for quite some time, as Jones, his last 3 seasons with the club, have not been particularly good. So here are the details of the buyout. So the Sharks, for the next 6 years, will take a $1.67 million cap hit. So that means that next year the Sharks will save $3.83 million. Then the following season, they'll save $3.33 million and then $2.33 million in the third season. So then after that, the Sharks are no longer saving. They're actually in the hole $1.67 million. Yeah, this definitely comes at a cost to this team, but nonetheless, they just need to upgrade their goaltending all around. So, of course, we traded for Hayden earlier on. We need to, of course, sign an extension with him. And as Wilson has been quoted saying, he is now looking to upgrade the goaltending even further by bringing in a backup. I have a list of some goaltenders that are available here. Do we see a guy like Laurent Brossoit or a Yarrow Halak or even a Brian Elliott make his way over to Team Teal? You guys let me know who you think we're going to be targeting here, because Wilson not only needs to work on that this offseason, he also says that he wants to bring in a third-line center, which we all know is a gaping hole for this team. He also talked about a fourth-line winger or a bottom-six winger who could help some of the younger talent out there, which is kind of odd because isn't Matt Nieto already playing that role? Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's look at Martin Jones' last 3 seasons with the San Jose Sharks. 3.04 goals against average, 896 save, and his goals saved above average in those 3 seasons aggregate, minus 49.5. So certainly pretty subpar numbers there, to be kind. Now, Jones this last season, for a while there, it looked like he was starting to kind of regain his form. I think his save was at 906 at one point, and we thought, okay, this is good. We can stomach this. If he plays like this, who knows? Maybe we can actually get into that 4th spot in the playoffs. It was looking like that, and then it really fell apart for Jones and for the whole team. So it's unfortunate to see him go out the way that he did, because in his first 3 seasons, he was very good, especially that first year, right? The Sharks advanced all the way to the 2016 Stanley Cup final. Jones standing on his head, especially in the final. I think there were 4 games where he made over 40 saves, maybe 3. But he was miraculous in that run. And of course, in 2019 against the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 6, he set a franchise record with 58 saves. And that helped the Sharks stay alive and force a Game 7. Jones's first 3 seasons in Teal were very solid. He had a 2.40 goals against average and a 915 save. He finished 7th for the Vezina in 2016, his first full season with the club and as a starter. And then the next year he finished 6th for the Vezina. So he had a couple of excellent runs in his early career in San Jose. He also started 60 playoff games in his tenure with the Sharks. He posted a 32-27 record, a 2.41 goals against average, and a 916 save. So very solid numbers there too. So Jones has had some great achievements with the San Jose Sharks nonetheless. I remember going to this game, I think it was in 2017, where in overtime against the Coyotes, he did a windmill save, which was just one of the coolest things I've ever seen in person. So I want to remember Jones fondly, even though I know that the investment that Doug Wilson made didn't pay off at all. That contract was horrible, especially in retrospect. But nonetheless, you like to remember somebody for what they contributed in a positive sense. And Jones actually signed this hat for me at the FanFest in 2018. So I'm always going to like him. I'm always going to stick up for our goaltending. And hopefully Jones is able to continue his career in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if that means in the NHL or if he's going to look for, I don't know, an opportunity either overseas or in a different league or something. But I want to wish Jones the best, absolutely, because he was certainly a brick wall in 3 of his seasons in Teal. Doug Wilson was quoted saying this about the buyout and about Jones today. This was not a decision we made lightly. It's never enjoyable to part with someone that, to me, has been such a big part of our franchise for the last 6 years. We knew that change was needed, but also let's not forget some of the things that he did, end quote. And I want to thank, of course, The Athletic and Sheng Peng from San Jose Hockey Now, Kevin Kurz from The Athletic, for just keeping us posted on all this, Kurt Pachelka as well. And so that is the end of the Martin Jones era. I know that we can celebrate the opportunity to move on, but of course I want to, take opportunity to just acknowledge what he meant to the franchise in his time here, for better and worse, but certainly for better too. So that's the end of that, I guess. I wanted to say more about Jones, but I guess I'll have to just watch some more highlights to kind of let that do the talking. So I want to know your thoughts about this deal in the comments below, or this buyout, I suppose. Who do you want the Sharks to target in free agency, goaltending and otherwise? Of course, let me know down in those comments below. I am a Sharks fan, so I do certainly intend to cover the Sharks throughout free agency and the rest of this offseason. So make sure you stay in the loop by clicking the red subscribe button down below, hitting the notifications bell. That way you know when I'm putting out content. I appreciate you Twisters tuning in. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, so check the video link down below. And I'll see you around for more San Jose Sharks coverage and coverage throughout the rest of the NHL. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you later. Ciao.